Good morning. Today we will discuss about eutrophication. What is eutrophication? Eutrophication is a very serious ecological problem of open water sources such as lake, oceans and reservoirs. Primarily is caused by leaching of phosphate and nitrate containing fertilizers, detergent and sewage water from agricultural land in lakes and rivers. In this picture you see the all water resources are covered with a green algal bloom, which is eutrophication. Now we see what is eutrophication. In a Greek sense, the eutrophia meaning nourish well, or more precisely, hypertrophication is the enrichment of water body with nourishment. This process induces growth of plant and algae, and due to the biomass load may result in oxygen depletion of water body. One of the example is bloom, or a great increase of planktons in a water body as a response to increased level of nutrients. Eutrophication is generally induced by the discharge of phosphate containing detergent, fertilizers or sewage into an aquatic system. In this diagram you can see the how eutrophication causes. The natural aging of lake because of biological enrichment of water. Then it is the excessive growth of algae, plant and animal in water bodies due to the nutrient enrichment partially with nitrogen and phosphorus. It is a very slow process. And the cultural or accelerated eutrophication is the nutrient enrichment of water bodies due to human activity like passage of sewage, industrial effluents and runoff from fertilized field rich in nitrate and phosphate. It is a systematic process. First of all, there is the addition of nutrients like nitrogen or phosphates. The agricultural runoff and the untreated sewage contain this type of nutrients which is transported to aquatic ecosystem. Then these nutrients are accumulated and enrich the water sources. Due to these nutrients, there is a overgrowth of algae or algal bloom. Then this algae covers the aquatic surface of water layer. Due to this cover, the sunlight does not penetrate in water sources. Therefore, the algae and plants which are present in water which is die or dead, and this dead decay is decomposed by bacteria. Then the number of bacteria are increased there, and this bacteria utilizes oxygen which present in water. Therefore, there is a anoxia condition is created. Due to this anoxia condition, the other aquatic organisms also die. In this way, the whole aquatic ecosystem is disturbed due to the eutrophication. It is a very slow process. You can see in this picture how eutrophication is happen. Then we will see the types of eutrophication. There are two types: natural eutrophication and cultural eutrophication. In a natural eutrophication, it is a commonly caused by human activities. It can also be natural process, particularly in lakes. Paleominologists now recognize that climate change, geology and other external influences are critical in regulating the natural productivity of lakes. Some lakes also demonstrate the reverse process. becoming less nutrient rich with time. The main difference between natural and anthropogenic eutrophication is that the natural process is very slow, occurring on a geological time scales. And now we will see how the natural eutrophication happen. In this natural eutrophication that is caused by the normal process of the nature, not interfered by human activities, is termed as the natural eutrophication. Then this sort of eutrophication takes many years to affect the water bodies in a full force. Then we will see the next type, that is the cultural eutrophication. Cultural eutrophication is the process that speeds up natural eutrophication because of human activities. Due to some of the reasons like urbanization, land runoff is accelerated, and more nutrients such as the phosphate and nitrates are supplied to lakes and rivers, and then to coastal estuaries and bays. Extra nutrients are also supplied by treatment plant, fertilizer farms, as well as untreated sewage in many cities. It is a sort of eutrophication that is caused by human activities. It's a rapid process as it takes only decides to eutrophy and ultimately polluted the water. It is much more alarming than the natural eutrophication. It's a process that speeds up the natural eutrophication process. See, in this picture you can see the natural eutrophication and cultural eutrophication. There is a difference how it can be seen. The first picture, the natural eutrophication, it may take several time, like centuries, and in a cultural eutrophication, here the effluents are coming from industries or urban areas, which can cause eutrophication faster than natural eutrophication. How the sediment can increase in this both picture you can see. Then mechanism of eutrophication. Eutrophication arises from a oversupply of nutrient which lead to overgrowth of plant and algae. After such organisms die in the bacterial degradation of their biomass consumes the oxygen in the water, thereby creating the state of hypoxia. The primary limiting factor for eutrophication is the phosphate. Phosphorus is a necessary nutrient for plant to live, and the limiting factor for plant growth in many freshwater ecosystem. The availability of phosphorus generally promotes excessive plant growth and decay. On other hand, nitrogen in form of nitrates also play a vital role in the eutrophication process. Phosphates and nitrates adheres tightly to the soil, so it is mainly transported by leaching and erosions. Once translocated to lakes, the extraction of phosphate becomes low. Hence, the difficulty of preserving the effect of eutrophication. The sources of this excess phosphate are phosphates in detergent or industrial or domestic runoffs and fertilizers emerging as the dominant contributors to eutrophication. Then the sodium triphosphate, once a component of many detergents, was a major contributor to eutrophication. Enhance the growth of aquatic vegetation and algal bloom, disrupt normal functioning of aquatic ecosystem, causing various problems. The water becomes cloudy with a green, red or yellow shade, indicating the algal blooms. These blooms block the penetration of sunlight into the water body. Apparently, the dissolved oxygen level in water body also decreases. Lack of oxygen kill the aquatic plants and animals. Death of this organism and life form increase the level of organic or and inorganic matter, which requires large amount of oxygen for decomposition. Now, the depletion of oxygen level leads to accumulate of nutrients unable to be decomposed. Slowly the aquatic ecosystem is converted from aerobic to anaerobic condition, increasing the number of anaerobes, which apparently give a pungent odor generally produced by methanogens and sulfur bacteria. Now this water ecosystem can no longer support life, also causing hazardous effect to the environment. Eventually, the aquatic ecosystem turns into a bog and gradually converts into a terrestrial ecosystem.